Good evening. My name is Keandra, and this evening I will be informing you all on the process of outpatient scheduling. Scheduling outpatient procedures. First of all, you have to pre-cert or authorize the patient insurance. Second of all, you have to check to see if there's any special instructions. And third, make sure that you schedule in a timely manner. So now let me introduce you to the world of scheduling. I am a patient scheduler for McIntosh Clinic, and I have to authorize patient insurances. If I don't, the patient will be coming out of pocket. And what I mean when the patient comes out of pocket is that they will have to pay for their procedure. The insurance allows so many tests a year. They even have the right to say if you can have it or not. Some people have two insurances, and when it comes with two insurances, according to what it is, it may or may not require authorization. Such as some who have Medicare or Medicaid, if they have a secondary, it doesn't require authorization, meaning that they will pay whatever is left after your primary insurance. Also, with insurances, you have to make sure that the patient is eligible as well. They can also cut in if a patient will be scheduled in a timely manner and also fall into place with the special instructions. Now let me give you some input on special instructions. Special instructions. Some tests such as a CT, which is a CAT scan, which scans the whole body or different body parts, comes with contrast or without contrast. You have to make sure the doctor notes that, because if a patient is over 65, they have to get a BUN and creatinine, which is lab work, or they may be allergic to the contrast, and then have to have a nurse call them in a prescription. Because if they get injected with that contrast and allergic, they can get real sick or maybe even die. So we have to make sure we pay close attention to those details, because if not, we can be held liable. Another thing with the special instructions, some people don't like to have their test at the facility that we normally use. We work in Thomasville, but the patient may want to have it in Tallahassee, Florida. So I have to call the facility and make sure that that place is in network with their insurance, or that they even offer that particular testing. Just because the patient wants it there doesn't mean that they will actually perform that test. Now on to scheduling in a timely manner. Scheduling in a timely manner all depends on the doctor's instructions. Some things can be done stat or needed stat, or he may want it 3-6 months from now. He may want it in the same week. It all depends on the doctor. Some tests we have to make our own judgment call, like a stress test. If a patient is having chest pain, you're not going to schedule them 2 weeks from now. You need to get that as soon as possible. No more than 2 days is my standards. If I would like to, I like to get the next day. Also, when it comes to a timely manner, especially tests like CTs, MRIs, those deal with, sometimes people have different diseases, or they found something and they follow up on it and they want it 3 to 6 months. Those tests are called follow-up tests. And you can't pre-cert those right off, because, again, authorizations are only good for 30 days. So, I have to make sure that all that is in place when it comes to pre-certain, timely manner, and special instructions. They all kind of tie in together. It may seem like it runs together, but it does. Each step rolls together. Scheduling there's more to it than these 3 steps. I can literally go on and on this subject. It's not just putting a patient in a time slot. Some people think that, but there's so many steps when it comes to scheduling. And documentation is the thing with scheduling. Because you can put one thing down or say another, and it can cost the patient its life. So scheduling is a very serious matter to me. Scheduling outpatient procedures, again, consists of x-rays, CTs, MRIs, or anything that's not done within the office. I hope that you all got something out of my speech this evening, and that the next time you have an outpatient procedure scheduled, to remember that there are steps into scheduling. And now I will introduce to you my audience.